Greetings, Earthlings. How y'all be, man? On this Halloween day. Happy Halloween, all you ghouls and goblins out there. Well, it'll deliver, like I said I would, for the sake of delivering, because I said I would. Give y'all a little breakdown of the whole Thrilla MJ blast, you know what I'm saying? Got my notes with me this time, so I can really rock with y'all. Yeah. Of course, as we already know, don't have to say it, but we will say it again. Or I will say it again. Michael Jackson is a bad motherfucker. Yes, sir. And this video is even within the context of the mainstream is regarded as heavy. One of the greatest videos of all time. So even besides my personal opinion, which is parallel to that, that says a lot. You know what I'm saying? On a light note, just the way he was moving, in the beginning, when the song first came on, you know, when the audio first started kicking in, and he's walking with the young lady and Ola Ray, and you know, he's singing and he's dancing. Well, first and foremost, we'll take it back to when the movie that him and this girl at the movies, they watching I guess what you can call a rendition of Teen Wolf. Now, for y'all that ain't familiar with Teen Wolf, it's a movie about a teenage high schooler who is a werewolf. So, you know, when the full moon strikes, he transforms into a werewolf. So they're at the theater and they're watching Mike. They're watching a rendition of Teen Wolf where Mike is playing Teen Wolf, you know, and one of the things I noticed about this video was that at least before he turned to the zombie, or before he did all his transformations, the innocence. It made me wonder, did they was the innocent, because you know Mike has a, you know, he has a real prominent innocent type vibe, or innocence to his vibe, period. So, but in this video, the way he was moving was so childlike and innocent. It was like a big kid, and I couldn't help but wonder, was that purposely done? You know, it seems as if they purposely said, you know, they wanted him to come off as a you know, to exude that innocence of a kid. You know, when he's walking with the when the car breaks down. Even the car breaking down, even when the car breaks down, and when the car breaks down, and she was like, well, what do we do now? And he looked at her, and you know, the scene kind of insinuated that the next move was something sexual or just kissing or whatever. And then next thing you know, you see them walking, you know what I'm saying? And well, when the car broke down, or it was out of gas, and when he said it was out of gas, she didn't believe him. She thought that he was faking like the car was out of gas so that they can be stuck and make out you know, in the middle of the forest or wherever they was at. And then, you know, when he was like, no, I'm serious, we out of gas. So she's like, what do we do now? The next thing you know, the scene switching, they walking. Whereas you would think that it was gonna lead to something sexual or intimate scene or whatever, but it didn't. That was the innocence. Then they're walking. The first thing they show when he started walking, they got the camera on the feet. You know, and it's just all childlike, you know what I'm saying? Then he got the Letterman on, because, you know, he's playing the team, so he's playing the high schooler. And of course, back in those days, a high schooler was probably more, nowadays a goddamn high schooler, shit is, still think they grown and shit, but back then, you know, you could still like kind of probably identify a certain type of childlike innocence with a high schooler, but he got the Letterman on, the red and the gold. You know, that's one thing I noticed was the innocence of that, the whole thing. You know, like I said, even when you pay attention to when they show the feet, when they first, you know, it's Mike, so they're gonna, you know, the feet. Like I told y'all in the other videos, the feet is an important thing. You know what I'm saying? It's the whole Malkuth thing and all that. Even in Kemet with when they're talking about the when you read in the book Coming Forth by Day, they speak on the mains, as they call them. The mains ask for the assistance to be to overcome their enemies and have mastery regain the mastery over their feet. And you look at Mike, he was a master with them feet. You know what I'm saying? They, you know, they went to the feet, but when they first showed the feet and them walking, you know, it just looked real childlike. You know, and they walking, and then he asked her to be his girl and put the ring on her finger, and then he goes to tell her, well, I gotta tell you something, I'm not like other guys. Now that kind of, I always felt different. Now I'm gonna bring it back to me for a slight second. I ain't gonna do too much of that in this video, but I'm gonna show you a parallel. I always felt different, but once I found out who I was, that became a thing. That scene reminds me of how I started to view, or it reminded me of one of the things that used to be in the back of my mind after finding that out, as far as well, all the chicks that I would meet after finding out who I was, or really coming to the realization of who I was. Like dealing with a chick, not knowing which way it was gonna go, and like, well, if this shit really goes somewhere and we get serious, how do I tell this motherfucker that I'm Christ? You know what I'm saying? How do I tell her? That's the further down the line thing. But even more, but earlier, but even more recent or more immediate in the interaction with whatever female it would be. It'll be like, how do I tell this, you know, I'm different? How do I tell you that I'm God? And because that, you know, this is back 4 or 5 years ago, when now it's more easier, because like I said, you know, it's like everybody waking up, whatever, or more people are waking up. But back then it was like, you know, it was still that dead zone for the most part. And so, you know, it's like you meet people, you know, me, because I'm conscious or whatever, but I'm not the dashiki nigga. I'm not the shea butter peddler. You know what I'm saying? I still do my thing. I go to the club. You know, I still do. You know, cause it's not about what you do. It's more so about how you deal with the information on a personal transformation level. So that's what a lot of people get this shit twisted at. They think, well, you can't be on. Like, I know my social media page. You probably see I probably fuck people up on my page, because they look and be like, well, he's supposed to be conscious of blah blah, but look what he's doing this and he's doing that, and he's talking about clubbing and smoking weed and blah blah. Now none of that shit matter. As long as I know this shit right here and who I am, that's what matters. You know what I'm saying? We get a lot of this shit mixed up with pageantry. You niggas want to look the most conscious, and all these quote unquote ways of being, and this is not and no, this shit is about the information. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I don't want to get too far off track. So you know, I'm not, and then I'm in Houston where it's not, the conscious scene isn't really that. It's not like a New York or somewhere where I'll just say we won't have to put it on the location. I'm not privy to, or I ain't gonna say privy. My circle of people that I'm around or that I be around be really regular people. I don't have nowhere to go where it's just a conscious group and I can meet a conscious chick. You know, social media, you know, that's now with social media, whatever. But I'm just, before I got heavy on social media, because I really just, you know, I always did the Facebook thing, you know what I'm saying, but I really just got this ensconced in this bullshit due to the mission that I was on. So of course now, via social media, you know, you come in contact with people that have been conscious and people that's waking up, which I know I done play, not taking that from nobody else, but I know I done played a mass part in waking a lot of motherfuckers up because I see the results. That's why sometimes I have to check myself. Even when I was thinking about doing this video, you know, I was just laying there like, man, should I do this shit? Because it don't seem like nobody's listening to this shit. You know what I'm saying? I know better shit than that, but it's still a part of me that be like, why? You know, so it's like, so this might be one of the, I think I got about maybe 2 or 3 left in me, but I'm about to recoup, fall back from this shit or something, because I don't, you know, you might be like, well, you might think I'm tripping, but if you go on stage and you performing and ain't nobody clapping and everybody just standing there looking still and shit, are you gonna really want to keep playing for that crowd? It ain't no encore. That don't sound like an encore. You know, you go out there, you go out there and perform, and motherfuckers like, you got a few people, you know, but put it like this: you go out and perform, and even the motherfuckers that liked your performance don't even show it. They go home and whisper, you know, that was a dope show right there. Yeah, it was dope. But, you know, so it's like, you think you're gonna go back out there and perform an encore for a dead crowd? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I just keep doing me. You know, I'm gonna teach regardless, but new roads. But yeah. So yeah, even just having to be able to tell a chick, cause I go to the club, meet a chick, we be chopping it up, and I be like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, you know, some situations, you know what I'm saying, be going good and shit. I'm like, well, dang, I like Shawty. Like, how I'm gonna tell this motherfucker? I know, cause I know God gonna come up. She gonna be some church shit. She gonna be, I'm going to church. Or you believe? How do I tell this motherfucker? No, I'm into occultism. You know, you just tell the motherfuckers some shit like that. That ain't, you know, that. And then the motherfuckers that I have done that shit to, it was a wrestling match like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So so I could really relate to that part where he was like, I'm not like most guys. I'm different. You know what I'm saying? Especially now, figuring out that I'm who I am or whatnot. But so yeah, I related to that part real heavy. I understood that. Then the M, you know, you got the M, that's Michael, but then when I seen the M, it's Michael. Then it's the Messiah, because he's on that Messiah energy, because this is what the video was about too. That's why this video was so potent. This is why what I'm about to break down here was why I hope I could do this shit in an hour, because I'm ready to go to sleep. And I might do a follow-up. I don't know. But the reason why this video was so important, and I know the youngsters people that's in their 20s right now don't understand the impact of Thriller. So I'm talking to the people that's my age and older, really, when I say the impact. They know what I mean when I say the impact of Thriller. The youngsters, I could tell you who, I don't know, I might do that in another video, because I'm tired of speaking on people's names and shit. But I could tell you who had the Thriller of our day, of the last Thriller, it was a female, the female that came out and did the new version of Thriller was in 2009. 2009. And her people dropped the motherfucking ball. They dropped the ball because they were supposed to do what Mike them did for Thriller for that song. And they didn't. Because that song is just like Thriller. It actually was on a soundtrack. I was in jail when this shit came out, so the song made me think that the movie was gonna be dope. That's how live the song is. And then when I finally saw the movie by last 2018, I think. When was that? I think I seen the movie either this spring that just passed, or maybe 2018 spring, one of the two. I seen the movie and it was alright, but I was like, I thought it was gonna be more along the lines of the song. But the fucking they dropped the ball on that. But anyway, that's why because the song is dope too, don't get me wrong. But the new Thriller I'm talking about is cool song too, but I'm not gonna say it's an even match with Mike shit, but it's the content is right along the line, and it's almost, it ain't just falling behind, but I feel like they would have put a big video behind that motherfucker and really went in. They could have had something with that, but yeah. So but the reason why this video was so magnanimous was because this song was about spirituality. It was about, the Thriller is the Christ energy. You know what I'm saying? That's the Thriller is just a musical way of talking about what spirituality talks about with the return of the Christ energy. But he say nothing can prepare you for the beast that's about to strike. The beast that's about to strike is the Horus energy. The beast is the Haramaket, which y'all commonly know as the Sphinx. Sphinx sits in the Giza Plateau, has the body of a, some say it's the body of a dog, some say it's the body of a lion. But whatever the case, it has a beast body, a body of an animal, and the head of a human. You know what I'm saying? That represents the beastly nature. The beastly nature of man is his lower nature. That's why I said the bottom in that. The top of the head is the head of a man. The head of the man symbolizes the higher self, the spiritual self. You know what I'm saying? The soul of man. Just like when you look at the Ba, what you call the Ba in hieroglyph in Kemet, which is the bird with a human head. You know what I'm saying? Symbolizes elevation of soul or whatever. So you know, that, you know, nothing can prepare you for the beast that's about to strike. That's what that was on. Now, let me back up before I go too far ahead. So, the childlike innocence, you know what I'm saying? Now that's a key. The childlike innocence is, like I said, because studying everything from what I've been seeing of Mike lately, from the little study I've been doing as of late for these videos, it's like whether he knew it or not, he was heavily wrapped up in the science of in our science. It's like, you know, heavy, man. It's like when you know your shit. When you watch Mike videos and shit, man, you like either this cat knew or somebody around him knew and was dressing him up real nice. But I think like I said, from what I hear, he still had to find out some things after he passed on, as a, you know, from the soul level. But you know, just like now, he probably still find out things through me. That's my guardian angel. That's one of my big bodyguards. You know what I'm saying? What I've been finding out from a lot of this reading I've been doing, and so by him rocking with me tough, the more I learn, the more he learn, cause they learn from us. You know what I'm saying? We teach them. You know what I'm saying? That light in us. You know, they follow that. You know, the ancestors or whatever you want to call them. So that's why when I over the summer when I was looking at the video, when he said that after Vincent Price did his monologue, and then with the monologue being followed by Mike saying nothing could prepare you for the beast is about to strike, it all hit me. I said, ain't that some shit? And to take it back to Off the Wall, when Mike said, if you can't get with the feeling, you know, he say when the word is on your shoulder, you got to straighten up your act and boogie down. If you can't get with the feeling, then this ain't your part of town. When he said that, it made me feel like he was saying, look, motherfucker, whoever you talking to, motherfucker, you need to learn this shit and get down with the get down. Can't get down? Don't front. Get the fuck off this side of town, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no rum for you on this side of town. That nigga said rum. That nigga Mike, man, they got Mike fucked up. That nigga said there ain't no rum for you on this side of town. Nigga like a New Orleans nigga or something, nigga. Body one of you niggas. Yeah, son. Yeah. But yo, and that part reminded me of Thrilla, the monologue in Thrilla. You know what I'm saying? It reminded me of because basically what he's saying is, what I got from Off the Wall, looking at it through my third eye, what I got from Off the Wall was, when he said that part was, you either got the soul or you don't. You know what I'm saying? You either got this shit in you or you don't. You either got the means to activate your shit, raise it up, and get to the business, or you don't. That's the message I got. That's the best way I can explain it to you as right now. I think I tried in the other video, but this, I feel like this is a better explanation. The feeling I got of what he was trying to say when he said that. And that's what the message, when Vincent Price was doing that monologue, it was basically saying the same thing in another way. Now, those two things connected to me. Funny thing about it, I just found out today, Rod Temperton from Heat Wave, if you go back and check the other video, you'll see the connection between Mike, the monkey representing the monkey being synonymous with fire, Mike with the heat, and Rod Temperton being from the group Heat Wave. He wrote Off the Wall, blah blah. If you go back, well, excuse me, now Off the Wall was written by Rod Temperton. Thrilla was written by Rod Temperton. Thrilla, I told you, Off the Wall reminded me of the same message I was getting from Thrilla, which was written by Rod Temperton. So whoever Rod Temperton is, he must be an occultist or something. He knows something because I'm getting that vibe. I got that vibe, that same vibe from Off the Wall I got from Thrilla. And this cat is involved in both of them. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Raw Team. Like I said, if you don't know who Heat Wave is, if you ever seen the movie House Party, they got the song Always and Forever. You know what I'm saying? When they do the slow jam song, that's Heat Wave. Always in Forever. That's Heat Wave. I think they got another bad motherfucker I know. I can't think of it at the time. But so yeah, I thought that was interesting. So now to take it to Kemet. First, Mike and the chick, they in the theater, they watching the movie. And like I said, it's the Teen Wolf joint, so the full moon come out. Which we all know Mike, if you've been following my videos, Mike is heavy with the moon energy, you know what I'm saying? Full moon come out and he transformed into a werewolf. Now the werewolf, that's some Anubis shit. The werewolf is just another form of a dog. When you go to Kemet, you have the dog Anubis, which is corresponds to the Dog Star series. Series B to be more exact, because Series B was likened to a dog because it circles Series A, the way a guard dog will circle a premises and protect a home or a premises or whatever. Series B circles, and if you go read Series Mystery, you'll find out that not only that, but Anubis also is synonymous with orbiting or orbit or path, and he is the guide. Anubis is the guide through death. He's the guard, the guide, just like a dog will guard the blind. Seeing our dog will guide somebody that's blind or whatever. Same thing with Anubis. So the full moon come out, which is Osirian, the Unnefer, because just like Osiris was cut into 14 pieces, when the full moon wanes, when it wanes, it takes 14 days to wane all the way down to where it's a crescent moon or whatever. And it looks like a black eye because most of the moon is you can't see it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, well, actually the 14 days would correspond to the 14 just pieces that Osiris was cut into, but then the moon in its crescent form would represent the eye of Horus being put out by soot of the darkness. So the full moon would represent an eye, and then as it wanes, the darkness that consumes the moon will be likened to the eye, will be likened to putting the eye out, the same way that Heru's eye was put out by soot. So and then the whole video is about transformation. Now that's the thing about Osiris. Osiris is that's what he represents. He's synonymous with transformation. All Osiris really is all the deities, because they all he basically, you can look at all the deities of Osiris. That's why he's the top dog, you know, him and Isis, because all the other deities in the pantheon of Kemet really are just different forms of Osiris. Just like you'll say God is everything, and everything is just a different aspect or component of God. Same thing with Osiris, you know what I'm saying? Same way in regards to, you could say the same thing I just said about everything is Osiris, but we're just keeping it within the pantheon. All the deities are just different aspects of Osiris. So just you can look at it as him transforming into all these different deities or whatever. So transforming to the werewolf. Like I said, that's the Anubis thing or whatever. And he chases the girl down or whatever. And then after that, I guess they don't show it, but I guess he catches her and eats her on the actual movie. But they go back, they switch to Mike when they switch to him as the spectator, him and the girl in the movie theater watching the movie. And he's into it, eating the popcorn or whatever. And she's like scared and shit. And you know, she get up and like, I'm getting out of here. She get up and left. And he get up, follow her or whatever, and they walking and, you know, they chopping it up. But when they walking out, another key thing too, when they was walking out the theater, there was a voice on the screen that said, we'll see you back here next Wednesday or something like that. Now, Wednesday is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is Mercury is ruled, or Virgo and Virgo are synonymous with each other. And Wednesday is ruled by Mercury. And Mercury, in the Virgo energy, that's Hebrew energy, you know what I'm saying, the child. So Mike is a Virgo. So all that factored in. So boom, the music start, like I said, they dancing and all this nigga moves. It's like, if you just pay attention to the way he moves, he's like a big kid. There's one part in particular where he's behind her. He put his hands on her shoulders and he starts jumping up and down. You know, it's like like a big kid. You know what I'm saying? That's that innocence, you know. And the innocence is key, because when you look at a kid, that childlike innocence, a kid innately knows that it has to look to the world and look to his parents and look to those that came before them to teach them things that they may not know. You just know that when you're a kid. You know, that's why you ask well, I can't speak for all kids, but that's why most kids ask their parents a million questions. I was one of them kids, you know what I'm saying? I used to ask my old man 1,000 questions. And one thing I can say about that nigga was he never had a problem with that. He answered to the best of his ability. It was never a thing where he shunned me and told me to stop asking questions, which is dope, because you're not supposed to, you know, you're never supposed to make your kid feel like asking questions is wrong, or there's such thing as asking too many questions. Even if they get on your fucking nerves, you have to find a way to curve that without making them feel like they're doing something wrong by asking questions, because that shuts down the inquisitiveness of the mind. So when they start, when they get older, they stop questioning things, and it becomes easier for them to take things on face value as opposed to being more critical about whatever's presented to them. So the childlike innocence, you know what I'm saying? And then even when you grow, it's like me. Be honest with you. Gotta be grown. You gotta be a man and a stand-up guy. But at the end of the day, I feel like a fucking big kid at heart. To be honest with you. The shit I talk, I mean the shit, don't get me wrong. Whether it be some war shit, whatever the fuck it is, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it calls for. But at the end of the day, I just want some goddamn popcorn. and to ride a motherfucking roller coaster, you know what I'm saying? And of course, snuggle up against something warm. But, and even more so now, because growing up, I grew up fast. So I spent a lot of my childhood years doing grown up shit. So it's like now, that's why I be on the gram going ham. It's like a playground. Fun sometimes. That shit is getting, it's not fun no more. that's a whole nother story. So yeah, but the childlike innocence, man, it's important. That's why a lot of niggas can't understand this information. They're not innocent enough, or they think they know it all. They too grown. It's such thing as being too fucking grown. You gotta be grown and mature out here, but it's a such thing as being too grown. Cause too grown, you start feeling like, well, I don't have to learn anything from nobody. I'm grown. Can't nobody teach me nothing. Nah, nigga, what? Nah, I believe in Allah, and you can't tell me no better. I'm grown. That's you can equate that with the stubbornness. That you can equate being too grown with being stubborn within certain belief systems that may not even serve you to the best of. That may not serve you as much as what somebody else, something new that's been presented to you can. You know what I'm saying? So that innocence, you know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, I always had that. That's why I can identify with Mike like that. But, and I wasn't gonna get too much into my personal shit because I didn't really come to the conclusion. I'm pretty much trying to save most of that shit for the book. These parallels that I have with Mike and my adventure with Mike, I'm gonna say that for the book. You know, niggas don't appreciate shit. You gotta make niggas pay for shit. So, it ain't even about the money, really. I really want to put a lot of this shit in the book just to get niggas in the habit of fucking reading. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't even about the fucking money. It's more so about making the motherfucker have to pick a book up. That might be the first book you pick up to spark you to start reading and read more books. The niggas need to read. But I will say this. The same way you see him with the childlike innocence in the beginning of the video, and then he transformed into the zombie, and he started chasing the chick. That shit is real, because that's the shit the nigga went through. I'm still, me, don't get me wrong, I still, we don't want to take the shit too far, but I take the parallel too far, but I understand that because even with my little episode I done went through over the last couple of years, I came to the game innocent. Still innocent. I came to the game with a certain innocence. And that's what made niggas think shit was sweet. And then nigga had to transform into a beast on these niggas and start showing niggas shit. Like, yeah, man, you might want to reconsider. Same thing with Mike, you know what I'm saying? Except for in this situation, you know what I'm saying? He transformed on a young lady and just did the shit out of her, whatever. But, you know, but basically what that meant to me was, which everybody should know this, sometimes you can't always be too nice with motherfuckers. You can't always be too passive. Sometimes you gotta go ahead and just let loose on a motherfucker, let a motherfucker know, say, man, you fucking with a guy that'll get you. I'll make you famous. Not to brag or nothing, but I'm just keeping it real. Yeah. You never know who you're fucking with. So, anyway, now the zombies. You got the zombies. Now, what are zombies representative of? Well, you got this. In Kemet, you have Osiris. You have two forms of Osiris. You have Osiris that's laid out as a mummy, and then you have the Osiris that's the mummy standing up with the erect penis. Don't let the erect penis get you on some perverted shit. The way our ancestors viewed that was, or the message they was trying to convey was, for one, life comes from the penis. So the upright penis represented virility and what we call being stand up. That's what it represented. It represented being upright. You know what I'm saying? And alive. The resurrection. Osiris laying on his back as the mummy represented the death of Osiris. the mummy that's laying flat symbolizes the physical body, because the physical body is without the soul is dead. It's just matter, physical matter. It needs to be activated by the spirit and the soul. When when they show you the mummy raised up, that's what you see in Scooby-Doo and all them old cartoons where the mummy come out of him. You know what I'm saying? That represents the Christ. That when you see the mummies walking around like that, that's Christ energy, because it represents the physical body, which is represented by the mummy wrapped up. Like I said, the wraps of the mummy symbolizes the physical body wrapped around the soul. So the physical body would be the soul, and the wraps around it, the white and it also corresponds to the moon, like I was saying in the other video. When the earth was desolate and one big, it basically was in the Pluto state, when it was covered in that dome of ice, when it was a dome of ice, but it was a dome with an ice shell around it. The ice shell, that white shell symbolized, or that the mummy, the wraps of the mummy correspond or parallel the moon wrapped around the earth, this cold, frozen thing. Then in Kemet, you have what you call busting out the mummy. That's another form of the resurrection. That's when the soul comes alive, and your soul basically christens the physical body, or you basically come to an understanding that you're more than a physical body. So it's almost the busting out the mummy wrap, or the busting out the bandages symbolizes you coming into the understanding that you're a soul and you're more than just a physical body. But the moon busts out the earth busts out its mummy wrap when the earth gave birth to the sun. The sun came out the south gate, and then the moon went north, and the shell was blew off of the earth, just like the mummy. The wraps bust off the mummy, and the moon went into its orbit. So the mummy and the zombie, the same thing. They almost sound the same. Mummy, zombie, they almost sound the same. The Z, that's the letter Z, as well as A, corresponds to Osiris. I could probably bust that word down real quick. I get it all that way. I'm good with that shit. I'm good with fucking with them words. I ain't trying to pull my own card, but yeah, I'm gonna have to get into that one. But yo, so when you see the zombies, basically what the zombies represent is there's always, if you know, there's always one leading the pack. Like in this case, Mike was the one leading the pack. Mike symbolized the Christ who comes and resurrects the dead people. Just like me and everybody that's on the Christ frequency, what we're doing is those that have the soul for getting down, we raising it up in them. So first and foremost, when you look at a mummy, I need the classic. I'll take you to the classic zombie movie, Night of the Living Dead. In the Night of the Living Dead, all the zombies wanted to do, all they wanted was one thing: brains. They wanted to eat brains. The zombie on one hand symbolizes the dead masses. And what I mean when I say the dead masses is people that have no care to come into an understanding of true spirituality and finding out who they are. People who don't want to go through the painstaking journey of finding out their true spirituality and do that work. So the only thing they do is live life regular and live life to do physical shit like consume. Just like the zombie just want to consume brain. You look at a zombie, they don't want to do shit. All the motherfuckers doing is just eating. I just want to eat. That's the same thing niggas doing. It's just niggas are. It's not to that intense of a degree, but it's that once you wake up, you start to not to disrespect nobody, but just really being real. When you wake up and start peeping what the fuck going on, and you start noticing that a lot of other motherfuckers don't want to know what's going on. All they give a fuck about is the bag and getting money and all this physical shit. You start to realize like these motherfuckers really are zombies. Because all they worried about is, I need to eat, clothes, car, that shit started looking zombified. Even, like I said, these niggas starting to, you niggas making money, you niggas starting to get money look bad. Like, damn, my nigga, I understand that getting money is, yeah, we all want to get to the, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying nothing's wrong with having money and getting money. But the overindulgence in the process of this shit is just like, god damn. And then the women, it's like, he ain't got a bag. If it ain't about the money, if it ain't about the money, don't call my phone. That shit is getting played the fuck out. Hey, man. And like I said, it don't matter. I can have a pocket full of money, and I'll tell you the same motherfucking shit, man. This shit is getting, that shit is getting so fucking unattractive and roaches. It started to look roachish. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. I don't want to fuck with nobody that deal with me based off of what I got. You know what I'm saying? If you can't respect me as a person based off of the content of my character, I don't need to be fucking with you, because you are an opportunist and you are there now because, or you'll be fucking with a person because of their status. But if that person's status changed, then you don't fuck with them no more. That's fake shit. And the same motherfucker that lives like that type of life will be saying, I'm a real nigga, I'm a real bitch, I'm real, and I'm real. And you be fucking with a person based off of their financial situation. And I ain't even just talking about relationship wise, I'm talking about just people, because people, niggas, you got motherfuckers that just fuck with people just because they have things, whether it be friends, relationship, whatever. And and when the chips get down, you know what I'm saying? That's the fakest shit up to me, you know what I'm saying? I don't, you know, yeah, some motherfuckers is zombified, but take it a step further, even though I'm telling you that the zombies that we see on these portrayed in cinema are just like, brains. Even though I'm telling you that, but even for example, in this video, Mike would be, because you see, if you look at Mike as a zombie, he don't look like them all. Mike is in control. Mike turned to the zombie, but when Mike turned to the zombie, Mike started dancing, and everybody started showing them, just like I just said, as Christ, motherfucker be looking, like I said, you take me for example, like just a regular, you see me think I'm just a regular human, blah, blah, because I'm a fit, I'm just, I ain't gonna say hide, but I guess you would say your nigga was hiding in plain sight, and then all this miraculous shit start happening around me. That would be synonymous with Mike transforming into the zombie. But when Mike transforming into the zombie is him going into the Christ stage. Mike, when he transformed, because you notice him and the chick, they get surrounded by the zombies. They in the circle. He acting scared, she scared, and Mike was like, man, he didn't want to blow his cover, but he was like, man, I gotta do it because these motherfuckers is closing in on us. So he whoop, and he turned into a goddamn zombie boy. When he turned into the zombie, he started controlling them by the way he was moving. They started following suit what he was doing. Him showing them how to dance would be synonymous with those that own the Christ frequency, teaching and showing people how to think and learn and understand who we are. You know what I'm saying? So, but I take it to the cartoons, like, you know, the episode of Scooby-Doo always come to my mind because they show it in the theme song when it's coming on, or when it's, you know, that's part of the introduction. They show the mummy, like, you know, the actual the mummy moving symbolizes Christ, because like I said, the physical body, the mummy represents the physical body at Osiris when it's just laid out. But once it's up, it's standing up, and it's walking and moving, that means that the soul has come alive and activated, or the spirit inside of it has come alive within it and activated it, and now it's moving. That represents the resurrection. Even when you look at the word erection, it refers to what? The viral penis. And like I said, in Kemet, the upright mummy has the erection of the erect penis. Resurrection, erection, it all goes hand in hand. So let's take it to Vincent Price here. The song break down and he says, darkness falls across the land, the midnight hour is close at hand. The midnight hour, 12 o'clock, that's the hour, 12 midnight is the hour where facilitates the spirit world, or it's when it's the spirit world and the physical world are the closest together. So a lot of spirits or ancestors, whatever, do a lot of transitioning from the spirit world to the physical world and making themselves known. Or we'll just say a lot of paranormal activity takes place at 12 o'clock, and because it's like a gateway. 11 o'clock is like the gateway, and then 12 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's when everything starts popping off, whatever. But it's just not restricted to that, because I'll tell you, I guess I'll give y'all this. Let me see how much time we got. Give y'all a little, I guess, a ghost story or whatever, true story though. I'll make it quick. I know, right when I was going through my little debacle, no, everything was fucking with me and shit. And they had to wear the world on the shoulder, whatever. I came back up at this motherfucker, and I started crying. And I'm sitting up. I got this skull in here, ceramic skull. I was sitting in there, and I got my head down, and I'm crying like I'm up. It's in the middle of the day. It ain't even nighttime yet. I'm sitting there, and I'm just crying. I'm like, damn, man, this is some bullshit, blah, blah, blah. And I bullshit you not. I looked up, and I looked at that skull. That motherfucking skull was crying. I'm talking about the eyes on that skull was watery. I wiped my eyes and was like, what the fuck? And that's just the other story I'm gonna say for the book. I'm not giving y'all niggas that one. But I walked up on, I picked this motherfucker up. It was like this. I don't put that one on camera. I'll show you this one though. It's just like this one, except for it's not painted with the glitter or whatever. But yeah, man, I looked up. I swear, if I'm lying, my mama is a bitch with boots on. And I love my mama to death. And she's not a bitch with boots on. Even though the word bitch it's not a bad word. But anyway. Yeah, man. I already knew the spirit shit was real. Don't ever get it fucked up. Before that happened, I done a bunch of spiritual shit. But this was the first time I ever in my life seen some shit like this. I'm talking about, I'm sitting there crying, I look up, and it's just like this is black, but I'm talking about the tears was welling up right, the water was welling up right here, then it just started running. Shit is real in the field. I don't know why I did that, but shit is real in the field with your boy. Ain't no coming back from that. It was never no coming back, but a motherfucker can't tell me, and I'm gonna have to do another fucking video, because I gotta break down the rest of this Vincent Price thing. I ain't got enough time right now. But I'm gonna stop this one right now and crank it back up on part 2. Kind of feeling a little more talkative now, so probably get that shit out of me tonight.